Hello my friends, welcome to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy. Thank you so much for being here and joining me today. Welcome in or welcome back, depending on if you are new. And if you are, please say hi and let me know how you found me. And I would love to meet you in the comments and welcome you to my amazing community here. Thank you so much for subscribing if you haven't done that already and joining my amazing community here. Thank you for booking your readings with me. You guys have been keeping me so busy and I love it. So I love to see what messages want to come through for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to book a private reading with me, that information is always in the description below. So I have the Eight of Cups and I have the Two of Wands here. Let's see what message wants to come through today. And as always, you let me know in the comments who I'm reading for. But I feel like you're walking away from an old way of being, an old way of thinking, an old way of being. You know, you're walking away from what doesn't serve you, and it's emotions. There's emotions here, but I feel like you're letting go of something. You're walking away. You know, you're letting go of what doesn't serve you, what isn't aligned for you. You're literally going in a new direction. What you may or may not realize is that you're literally being guided in this new direction, and you've got the world in your hands. Like, the world in your hands means there is unlimited possibilities for you and your happiness, your fulfillment, because you're willing to walk away from what doesn't work. Perhaps recently you walked away from some sort of a comfort zone, a toxic environment, a toxic relationship, a toxic work job situation, and you're going in a new direction. But what I love about this energy is that the Ace of Wands in his hand right here and the world is like, first of all, you may be moving. Let that be a confirmation if you are. But the Ace of Wands is like, we're starting new. We're starting over. We're doing something completely different. We're going in a direction we've never gone before. We're doing something we've never done before. We're literally starting a new chapter that does not look like the past. It doesn't look like anything else that you've been through in the past or experienced in the past. You're doing things differently. So let's get some more information here and see what else wants to come through for you. And I feel like, wow, I've got the Hermit here and the Hanged Man. I feel like you've been in this hermit mode for a little bit, perhaps making a decision to let go of something. I've also got the World and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you've been stuck or feeling stuck. You know, I feel like you were actually in hermit mode. And so what I was saying in the beginning of like letting go of an old way that doesn't serve you anymore, or you're thinking differently, you're doing something differently. This energy is both of these actually. Well, this one mostly. He's got that ring around his head. It's because he's seeing things from a higher perspective, but you had to discover what that higher perspective is. And so I feel like you've been in this cocoon, you know. You're no longer the caterpillar version of you. You're stepping out of the cocoon, getting ready to move out of that cocoon into your butterfly era. But you had to discover the light within you. You had to discover a new way of seeing things, a new way of thinking, a new way of acting, a new way of choosing, a new way of being, you know. And so I feel like you're coming out of that tree now. You're coming out of the energy of the hermit mode you've been in. You maybe you're also coming out of isolation. It feels like you've been in there for a while. It feels like you've been doing the inner work, but it may to you feel like, because when we're in it, it doesn't, like, it's easier for me to see from the outside, like you're doing the inner work, you're showing up for yourself, things are changing on the inside, your energy is changing, but for you, you're feeling stuck, right? You're feeling like nothing's changing, nothing's happening, I feel stuck. But see, what you don't see is there is something changing. There's something changing in your perspective, the way that you see things, your perspective of your situation, your perspective of your life, your perspective of your choices, where you put your energy. You're being very intentional about your energy. Where am I pouring energy? And I'm only pouring into what pours into me. You know, I'm literally planting seeds, and I'm only giving my energy to what gives to me. You're planting seeds, and being intentional with your energy, it literally, it's like seeds. You're planting seeds into you. You're investing in you when you make those intentions and you do things that way, or you do things that way with your energy. You are changing your story. And so you're setting yourself up to receive, and you're setting yourself up to receive more reciprocity, receive more love, receive more value from your reality, valuing you. So you've got this energy of harvest, where your harvest is going, everything that you've planted, it's going to start showing up as abundance in your life, in different areas of your life. We have the world here. Again, you may be moving, and let that be a confirmation. And for some of you, you've been waiting for the green light to move. The world could be about travel. But for me, the world is, you being in the butterfly phase, your butterfly era. You're no longer in the cocoon. You're no longer the caterpillar. You're coming out of the cocoon as the butterfly. You may even look different. Seriously. You may even look different. But this is an achievement card. This is a successful achievement card. This is literally, things are changing for you. You're doing life different. You're starting a whole new chapter. You're starting over in some way. I'm loving this energy for you. But it's coming from a change of perspective, and it's coming from you letting go of what doesn't serve you. So maybe you've gotten very clear about, where that energy thing, where you pour your energy, and you're being very decisive and very intentional about where you are showing up, or who you're giving your energy to, or what you're giving your energy to. And if it doesn't give also back to you, you're not having it. And that's a change of perspective, but it's also a shift in your energy. So your life is going to change because of that. Yeah, I've got the Queen of Swords. She's my boundary queen. You're very intentional about where you're putting your energy, who takes up space in your mind, things like that. You're letting go of chaos and confusion. This is chaos and confusion at its finest. What is for you doesn't show up in chaos and confusion. And maybe in the past you accepted chaos and confusion, and we're not doing that anymore. So that's what's changing. Now what's coming in? Because of these changes that you're making, what's coming in? Oh, I have an Emperor. Nice. The Hierophant. Nice. You're in your power, but you also have an Emperor coming in. I was just gonna say, if I can pick up my cards, you also have an Emperor coming in, and this could be a divine counterpart. And then, hello, lovers, and the Four of Wands. All right, so however this is resonating for you, however it's landing for you and feeling like, you're relating to it, it's either you're in your power, literally, and something very aligned for you is opening up next. This is a divine alignment, all right? This can be anything. It doesn't have to be a love situation, but it's a divinely guided, divinely protected, divinely aligned new chapter for you. Opportunity, job, love, move. This could be a home, this one here. It's like victory at the end of this race that you've been running, things finally falling into place for you. There's something really big falling into place for you that you are going to be experiencing. This card says that you are going to love it so much that you're going to be so filled with gratitude because it's so much better than you thought. Everything, how it falls into place for you, so much better than you thought. But see, you had to become this new version of you, changing your perspective and everything, shifting the energy. You had to become the one who, the version of you, the one who could receive this without self-sabotage, or whatever. You had to become the version of you now, this butterfly you, who can receive this divine gift, this divine unfolding, this divine alignment, this job, this home, this love, whatever it is for you. You had to become who you are now. Now you're ready. now you're ready to receive. And you're going to see this reading before you see this. And it's going to unfold at different times for everybody. But just know that you're in alignment now. And it came because you made the shift. You made the shift. And that's what has to happen in order for your reality to shift. You've got to make the shift on the inside. And that's what I see here. Let me know who I'm reading for, and I'll see you in the next one.